everybody, welcome back to Rocky Mountain Homestead. My name is Angela, and in today's video I'm going to take you guys along and share with you what we got from Azure Standard for the month of October. This video is going to be a little bit different as well. This is the largest Azure Standard order that I've done ever. We have shopped with Azure Standard since 2017, around 2018-ish, and it's been a lot of years, but I've got to say I think this is our largest haul that we've ever done. I have stuff all in front of me over here and behind me. I'm going to take you guys along and share with you what we're stocking up on for not only the fall and the winter, but the holiday season. And if you guys are trying to work on having a full pantry for this upcoming winter, I'm going to show you guys some of the best items to start stocking up on this time of year to make sure you have a well-stocked pantry for the fall and the winter and the holidays. Go ahead and get started. The first thing I would suggest to start stocking up on this time of year is definitely baking ingredients. They tend to fly off the shelf this time of year. So I have a 1 gallon jug of old-fashioned molasses. I also have a 5-pound bag of buttermilk powder. I'll post the video in the description box down below, but I just recently did a pantry dry mix video of dry mixes that we use all the time. I happen to be out of buttermilk powder, but you can totally use that and skip having to add one more wet ingredient into your dry mixes. So if you haven't seen that video, check the description box for that link. I also have a 5-pound bag of white chocolate chips for baking. I have a 32-ounce glass jar of avocado oil. I am trying to make the switch from seed oils because they're really not good for you. So I have one in the pantry and I have one here now. I have a 32-ounce of the raw apple cider vinegar. Over here, I actually needed a wooden spoon in Norpro. They have a lot of Norpro products on their site, so I actually got a wooden spoon from them. I have a 32-ounce bag of maple sugar. I bought this a couple months ago, and it was absolutely great. I love the maple sugar. I've gotten really used to drinking my coffee black, but you can put some of this in there, and it adds a really delicious taste to your coffee. Over here, I have a 1-pound bag of dried cranberries, and these are the ones infused in apple juice. Up over here, I have 2 bags, 2 5-pound bags. I think they were out of their 10-pound bag, but 2 5-pound bags of powdered sugar. I did not know they carried powdered sugar, and yes, I know you can make your own, but to save time, I just got 2 5-pound bags from them for baking. Another great thing this time of year to stock up on is nuts. Before we go into that, I got some ascorbic acid. I'm going to be doing a video with that, so that is coming up here soon. But like I was saying, nuts is a really great thing this time of year with all the baking and cooking that you're going to be doing. So I have a 5-pound bag of raw pecans. I know, I drive people nuts. You can say pecans. I got a 5-pound bag of raw almonds. I also have over here a 1-pound bag of thick sliced almonds to throw on my salads, a 1-pound bag of pine nuts to make my own pesto. I have a 5-pound bag of organic garlic. We go through this pretty quickly, especially around Thanksgiving and Christmas with all the cooking. So garlic is actually, I think, something really good to stock up on this time of year. And there's ways you can preserve this as well for a longer term storage. Over here, I got a 5-pound bag of raw macadamia nuts. My husband loves white macadamia nut cookies, and that is something that I plan to make now that I have the chips and I have the nuts. Over here, I got 2 1-pound bags of potato starch. This will be coming up also in a video. And then I have 2 5-pound bags of cocoa powder. I got just regular cocoa powder, and then I got red alkalized, also known as Dutch processed cocoa powder. So that is going to also be coming up in a video as I'm starting to gear my videos towards the holidays a little bit. Over here, I have 2 butternut squashes. I'll probably get more next month, but winter squashes and even pumpkins are really great to put back this time of year. They have a hard protective skin. These have an excellent storage life, and these you can store butternut squashes for about 2 to 3 months. You can also cube these up and freeze them. So there's just so many different ways, but these definitely last long in the pantry. And then I already touched on that. So let's go over here to the avocados. I got some avocados to put on my salad and toast. And then over here, I got 10 pounds of their raisins that they have. This is kind of how it comes packaged. So I have 10 pounds of raisins. And then up here, I actually ran out of time and I didn't grow enough this year to really get us very far. So I got a 16-ounce bag of thyme. I also Got over here a 1 pound bag of elderberries. I hope to do a video on elderberry syrup here coming up soon. If you guys like to see that, let me know down in the comments section. I also got a 1 pound bag of cinnamon chips. These are great for many different things. You could put them in like a spice blend for like cider. You can use these as like a stovetop potpourri. You can use these for all different things. In your coffee grinds, you can grind up some of these cinnamon chips, and you can also put them in desserts as well. And then over here, I have a 4-ounce bag of whole cloves. These are definitely going to get used this holiday season. Behind that, I just have the 6 half-gallon jars. They did not have the lids. They were out of stock with the lids. And I'll touch at the end of the video on where their 1-gallon glass jars are, because they're not going to be around for a little bit, and I'm going to take you guys along and share that because I actually talked to them on the phone. So there was an issue going on with the gallon jars. Okay, I had to pull one out. I have a 12-pack of the cartons of bone broth. This is unsalted chicken bone broth. It's really good for you. It is a bit more pricey, but this is really good this time of year to have, especially getting sick during the flu season. And then over here, I have a 12-pack of just regular chicken broth. As much as I use this and go through it, I cannot can enough. I don't have the kind of time to spend a whole day canning chicken broth. So I just went ahead and saved myself the headache and bought a 12-pack of that. My daughter, I recently did on a canning marathon video, I did some blackberry preserves. My daughters love it and they use it all the time. So that wasn't enough. So I got 2 5-pound boxes of frozen blackberries to make some more for them. Also for my protein smoothies, it's not my favorite, but it helps. So I bought 3 10-ounce bags of baby spinach. I don't like having to go to the store constantly. It does not last very long. And so I figured just buying it frozen would work a lot better. That way I always have it on hand. I also have a 10-pound bag of yellow onions. So that is definitely going to get used. And then over here, I have a 20-pound box of frozen banana slices. These are actually going to go in the freeze dryer. I found that it would save me a lot more time just buying them sliced, frozen, ready to go than buying a ton of bananas and waiting for them to be the perfect ripeness to go in the freeze dryer. So definitely going to be getting some sliced bananas there, and then also in the freezer to add in for smoothies and baking. I have some butter, lots of butter. Actually, I got 2 12-packs of the Rumiano salted butter. So lots of baking going on. And then I already have 12 sticks in the fridge. So we'll go through these in no time. I bought the unsalted as well because a lot of my baking recipes during the holiday season call for unsalted butter. And somebody had asked, they watched me in one of my videos recently using like this whole entire thing, and I said a cup of butter, and they had mentioned, actually I think it was a comment just today, that usually sticks come in half pounds. They do come in half pounds. They always come in quarters, but when you get the Rumiano from Azure standard, as you can see here, there we go. This whole entire thing is 1 cup, 16 tablespoons. So I always use this. If you ever watch a cooking video, don't think I'm going to lie to you and be like, oh yeah, and put in a cup and think I'm putting in the wrong amount. So yes, that was unusual when I bought that too. I had no clue it was like a 1 cup brick. So, I love these, love stocking up on their butters. They're really delicious and flavorful. And then I got 2 bags of frozen broccoli, 5-pound bags. We go through these all the time, always roasting them up or throwing them in some kind of stir fry. For cheeses, I got a 12-pack of the Rumiano Monterey Jack cheese. We go through this a lot. This cheese is always being used. I also got a 12-pack of mozzarella cheese because it's been quite a while since I got those. And then I got a 12-pack of the Sierra Nevada grass-fed raw sharp cheddar. These are absolutely delicious. I love this cheese a lot. My family does too. Even one of my daughters who's not big on cheese. So that's a really great cheese to stock up on as well. Over here, I don't want to skip these. I got a 6-pack of the heavy whipping cream. I really love these. They don't have a very far out best by date. You can freeze these, but I have a lot of things coming up that I'm going to be using heavy cream for, especially some soups I'm going to be making. And one of them I'm going to be doing a video on. Over here, Yum Earth. So I've been getting their fruit snacks for a while and their lollipops. They're really good, clean ingredients. And I mean, very simple. And you can even see here like organic cane sugar, brown rice syrup, natural peppermint flavored, and they're colored with organic fruit and vegetable concentrate. So I mean, it's clean. It's not even like you're having all the artificial dyes in them. I got a 3-pack of that. Unfortunately, these are not going to be for stocking stuffers this time around. I did buy an extra box just in case because I have a feeling these products are going to start selling out. But anyway, I got these for some baking purposes coming up in some videos. I got a 12-pack of the Organic Valley cream cheese because we were out. And actually, yeah, this is good till May. Is it May? Yeah, May of next year. Wow. Okay. And then over here at this ricotta cheese from Organic Valley, I got a 6-pack. This is good till January 2025. I can't believe I'm watching the dates get, it's just crazy that we're already, I mean, halfway through October. It's just mind boggling to me. But I got the ricotta. And then over here, I got, as usual, it's a 6-pack. Yes. 6-pack of the Nancy's Probiotic Sour Cream. Use that a lot. And then I bought some Organic Valley ghee. And then I have 2 things of Nancy's Probiotic Cottage Cheese. I'm not a fan of it, but it's really high in protein. Over here, I got a 1-pound bag of Celtic sea salt. This is a really great brand, and I actually drink salt water, especially after my workouts or the next day when trying to recover. Even though it's been like a little bit since I've worked out, we've had a lot going on, but this is really good for many different things. And waking up in the morning and having some water with lemon and a pinch of salt, a good quality salt, is really, really good to get your day going and started. Over here, I have a 32-ounce bottle of the Lakewood Organic Pure Pomegranate Juice. It's not from concentrate. I also have a 6-pack of, I should have pulled these out, you guys. A 6-ounce pack of pure orange juice as well from Lakewood. Over here, I know that's a 6-pack of their grape juice. And then I have 3 orange mango and 3 lemon. Now, I use the lemon all the time for canning. This is my go-to all the time. And when I just want really fresh lemon juice, there's something going on here. My kids don't get a lot of juice. They really, truly do not. Maybe I'll buy a box of juice boxes every now and then. This is not going to be for drinking. I'm going to share in a video coming up here what exactly I'm doing with all these juices. So I hope to get that out this week because I really don't have the space or any empty shelves in my pantry to store these. So I don't want to put them on the floor and then break. I'm really going to have to get on that video quickly. I got 2 5-pound bags of the yellow potatoes. I got 2 5-pound bags of red potatoes, and I have 2 5-pound bags of russet potatoes. And, you know, we'll get to the top stuff after. It's been a little bit since I got these. My kids absolutely love them. A 12-pack of the Jovial Einkorn checkered board cookies. These actually were supposed to be out of stock. I think that happened last time, and they shipped anyway. So when you guys do your orders, if it says out of stock, don't worry about taking it out of your cart. I mean, you can take it out and add a new item in its place, but I tend to leave mine in, and a lot of the time it ships with my order, even if it says out of stock. So I am thankful that shipped. And then over here, I got a 6-pack of the Organic Phil Original Barbecue Sauce. We really enjoy this a lot, and I only am down to, I think, 2 bottles. And then over here, I got the Once Again Unsweetened Creamy Peanut Butter. These are 16-ounce jars as a 6-pack. As usual, we are low on these. I haven't gotten the sweet and spicy one for a while. They also have a jalapeno flavored one, but I know maybe a handful of my kids would like that. But I got the Thousand Hills. I said it right, you guys. Usually I have to edit it out, and it's clipped really bad because I say Thousand Island. I always think of the salad dressing when I say it. I don't know how many times I'm editing, and I'm like, Thousand Island. And it's Thousand Hill. But anyway, these are hickory smoked beef stick snacks. They're really good protein snacks for your kids. They kind of stick with them, and they're not hungry 10 minutes later. Okay, when I was in Massachusetts and Vermont, I just talked to one of my viewers in the comment section of a video about marshmallow, the peanut butter fluff in Fluffer Nutter sandwiches. We went to Massachusetts, and there was a whole end cap with fluff and peanut butter side by side. And I'm like, I'm home again because I'm from Massachusetts and it's such a New England thing. You ask for fluff at the stores here and they look at you like you're speaking a different language, especially if you say what you're using it for, a fluffernutter sandwich. So I like to mess with people from time to time just for the fun of it. But anyway, they don't sell that here. You have to order it online if you want it. So we're out of the container that I got my kids already. I know, Max, my dog's lonely right now. The cat won't play with him. Anyway, so I got the 3-pack of the marshmallow cream, organic vanilla. This is also really good to use like when you're making homemade fudge. The holiday season, that's why I got a 3-pack. I'm gonna have to hide it from my kids. And then over here, I make my own foaming hand soap and my hand soap pump. So I'm gonna also link a video down in the description box below sharing how to do that. So I got 2 of the orange because I really like this scent in the kitchen. So my kitchen always has that. And then I got 2 of the unscented Castile soaps from Dr. Bronner's. Love this, have been buying it for ages. And the unscented one I really like because not only can you use it as like dog shampoo, there's many different uses, but you can scent it yourself in your hand soap pump recipe. So like around the holidays, I can start putting like harvest spice from doTERRA, my essential oils. I can start playing around with more holiday fragrance type scents and I can customize what my hand soaps smell like. Anyway, that was a little long-winded. Sorry. I know I bought all the carrots before and I did a ton of canning and I don't even think I got to do a video on it. So I'll do a video with one of these and then the other I do have to try and can some beef stock. We'll see. But I got 2 5-pound bags of carrots and then I got 4 bunches of celery stalks. I got 2 bags of oranges. A lot of these, they're 4-pound bags. A lot of these I think I'm just going to be dehydrating, but I do have some plans for these. And then over here, I got 2 1-pound bags of yellow ginger, the yellow organic ginger, and then 2 12-packs of the marinara sauce. We absolutely love these. My kids are really into cooking dinner and stuff. I make my homemade sauce with like all types of different ingredients, the tomato sauce cans, the diced tomatoes, all that, and my own seasonings. But when they want to make pasta, it's just quicker for them to just pull out a jar. My watch band's really annoying me. I'm sorry. I keep seeing it stick up. It's just really quick for them to open up a jar or 2 of sauce to use and not have to give them all my ingredients to add. And then over here, I got a 5-pound bag of wild rice. I made this amazing, absolutely amazing creamy chicken soup the other day. It wasn't even like a soup. It was so thick. And I found a absolute copycat way of making the, Uncle Ben's wild rice seasoning mix. I love it. I absolutely love it. It is my new go-to. And anyway, I used it in this recipe and it was absolutely delicious because I don't buy the boxed rice. I just buy rice usually in big bags. But this is a 5-pound bag just to try out and see how that wild rice is before I invest in a 25-pound bag. And then over here, my daughter is getting the dog in, so now all the other ones are running to the door. Sorry for the noise you're about to hear. I got a 5-pound bag of a sprouting seed mix. I want to try this. I know you can give this to like chickens and stuff. Sorry about that. I had to fix my watch. It was driving me absolutely crazy. Anyway, but I actually plan on just sprouting these for us and start throwing in salads and sandwiches and things like that. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be new for me. And then down here, I got 4 bags of the pine litter. I use this in our meat rabbit trays. I'll share that. We have new things coming tomorrow. So yay, I'm excited. But anyway, so I got 4 bags of the pine litter. These are super cheap. They're only $11 and they last a good while. And then over here, I got 2 50-pound bags of all-purpose flour. My kids, actually, I don't buy cereal. I mean, when we went to Vermont and Massachusetts, they were in heaven because my husband went to Safeway and bought all the crud cereal that I like forbid to come in the house. I almost had a panic attack over that, but all the Lucky Charms, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, all that stuff came in and I'm like, oh my gosh. They're hungry 10 minutes after they eat it and it's just full of junk. But these, I don't feel guilty giving to my kids and I can still have easy mornings where I don't have to make breakfast every single day. A lot of my kids love these. These are fruit juice cornflakes. If you didn't know they have them, they have them. I've heard of people doing all types of things with these as well. In the comments before, I think somebody said like they made their own breading or breadcrumbs or something out of crushing these, some kind of coating. Anyway, you could do all kinds of things, but yeah, I love doing that for my kids. And then over here, pie pumpkins, they're in stock. I'm super thrilled. They look pretty good for the most part. I didn't see any that looked, sorry, I'm moving you. Usually uh-oh. All right, I had a pumpkin rollover and I had my marinara jars on the other side, and I had to make sure I didn't just knock all those cases over. Wouldn't that have been something? That would have been a funny blooper to add to the end, right? No, I would have cried. Anyway, my kids are coming in because it's getting dark. Sorry, it's going to be loud. But anyway, I think this is a 25-pound box of their pie pumpkins, but we're going to make up some homemade pumpkin puree with these. I'm excited. And then over here, I want to say, yes, 40. I got a 40-pound box of Honeycrisp apples from them. Lots of applesauce needs to be made because I am like down to 2 jars, and that's not okay. My kids love applesauce, applesauce muffins, apple butter, all the apple things, apple Dutch baby. It's coming. There's so many apple things taking place right now. I actually did an apple pie filling recipe. So somebody had mentioned, asking for me to do an apple pie filling recipe video. I did one. It's an older video, so I'm not quite sure how many times I said in it, because I've really gotten better throughout time making my videos, but some I go back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could have sat through that. But anyway, I got a 40-pound thing of that. I do have a pie filling recipe. I'll link down in the description box below. And then I got a 12-pack. What did I get a 12-pack of? Oh, vegetable broth. That's right. I do my homemade stuffing with vegetable broth. If you want to see Thanksgiving recipes that I have done, I have a Thanksgiving video I filmed on Thanksgiving Day. I'm sorry. He's really annoyed that my cats won't play with him. They're in heaven right now because there's boxes everywhere. There's boxes all over my kitchen floor because of Azure. And my cats are going nuts, and he loves playing with the cats. Anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, I have my stuffing recipe. It's absolutely amazing. The only stuffing I ever make every Thanksgiving. But I did it on Thanksgiving Day, so it's not like it came out before Thanksgiving. So I'll leave that down in the description box below if you want to see that. It was like a cook with me. It's like a 2-hour video. But anyway, it was every single recipe and step along the way. And then over here, we have 10 pounds of traditional homemade egg noodles, just that time of year with the soups and all those, comfort food type things. And then I got a 40-pound box of organic Granny Smith apples. I did not think the apples would come before my order came in because I kept putting apples in the search and nothing showed up. And then 2 days before our order was ready to go, they came in, and I threw those in my order real quick. Yeah, and then we're back to potatoes and onions. All right, you guys. So like I said, this was, I think, the largest Azure standard order I've ever done looking at it now. But anyway, all that to say, I did get sidetracked throughout some of the video and forgot to share some of the things also to stock up on this time of year. So we'll just refresh through it again. Definitely baking items. Absolutely baking ingredients, your spices, your sugars, molasses, all those type of things. Your chips, your chocolate chips, your white chocolate chips. Those tend to fly. Your cocoa powder, they fly off the shelf this time of year. There's also, really good sales, so that's why they also fly off the shelf really quickly too, and I just never get to the store in time to get them before they're gone. So Azure standard for me, and I can buy in bulk, and I know it's going to last me and get me through the fall, the winter, and the holiday season before I have to do a big restock of those items. Another thing, like I said, is the nuts. That's really good to buy to, they don't really last a while around here. So I never really store them in the freezer. Especially when I'm baking and cooking with them with as much as I am. They just can hang out on the pantry shelf because they last for such a short period of time here. But definitely good to stock up on. And if it's going to take you a while to go through them, especially if you get the larger 5-pound bags. Throw them in your freezer. I'm sorry, I am still recovering over here, and it's taken everything in me to do this video and talk without coughing. So anyway, spices, like I said, your broths, your vegetable stock, chicken stock, beef stock, those are really good to have on hand. A lot of soups, a lot of casseroles, a lot of comfort food this time of year. And then your butters, definitely. Butters, I love to stock up on them. You can throw them in the freezer, but I'm going through so much butter all the time, and I hate to be in the middle of a recipe and realize I don't have enough and have to stop and go to the store. And especially in the town we live in, all the long lines, and it takes forever to get out of there. So I try to avoid the store like the plague, which is why I love Azure Standard. It works so well for our family, and we can really bulk up, stock up, and not have to worry about going out to the stores, especially when the roads are really bad. Another thing that I did mention when I got to the all-purpose flour, is wheat berries, your wheats, your oats, your grains. If you guys, don't have allergies to that or sensitivities, it's really good to start stocking up on the oats and stocking up on your flours for the holiday season and just the fall and winter. And then I would say pastas even. Pastas are just a really good grain to have on hand too. I'll wrap up this video, get this stuff put away. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys and your support of being here. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'll see you soon. Until then, take care and God bless.